I think that they've come to terms with the fact that you guys are just going to be extremely rich. And I think that they tried to reduce as much as possible the retail volume, as in the number of ordinary people that make it from XRP when the time comes. But I think that they've come to terms with the fact that some of you guys, XRP army, are just diamond-handed, and you've decided that you're going down with this ship or you're going to the moon with it, whatever the case may be. And time is running out, and they also don't have infinite time. And I think that they've come to terms with the fact that they're just going to have to take some of you guys along with them, right? Yes, they've been able to shake off a fair bit of people. There are people that used to have XRP and now don't have because they've sold, they gave up. You know, this whole legal thing shook off quite a fair bit of people. But the fundamental base of the army is kind of still there, you know, regardless. You guys faced the most humiliating bear market, all the jesting, all the jeering, all the trolling, all the bullying from all of the, you know, Bitcoin maxists, the moon boys, the trolls, everybody telling you you're stupid, you're dumb, you should have sold your XRP and bought Solana, blah, blah, blah. You know, XRP is a crap coin, yada, yada. There's one caveat though. I think that while you guys are going to become, remarkably rich, right? Like noticeably wealthy. I'm talking about class progression stuff, right? You are not going to be free, unfortunately. I think that what they're going to do is that they're going to come after your stash of money or XRP or whatever it is via legislation, taxes and stuff, right? Now, a lot of you guys have plans like, you know, you put them in some sort of IRA thing that doesn't involve taxes. You're never going to sell. You're going to borrow against them. You'll have anti-tax plans, right? Some of you are even going to emigrate to different countries, tax-free countries that you don't have to deal with, that sort of stuff. But I think that it's such a massive amount of money and it's such a big wealth transfer that the government are not just going to sit back and watch us or you know, run away with all this cash, right? All this dosh. They are going to do things like, you know, change the law just so that they can come after your existing stash, right? It's already happening. Here in the UK, the government has been scrambling to change the law as much as possible to come after crypto folk, right? Just a cycle ago, 4 years, 5 years ago, the allowance that we had was something like £12,500 in capital gains before we even paid a penny in tax, no matter how much you traded and bought and sold Bitcoin. Now it's reduced to 3,000. And that's going to capture a big net of people, like a massive net of people, because a lot of people are going to make a lot more than 3 grand, right? And I think it's going to go down even further. I think it's going to go all the way down to 0. And things that were loopholes are going to be closed. And we're going to have just to be very, very intelligent about how we do our, you know, taxes and stuff like this and manage the money, because it seems now that they can't stop you from making the money, even though they've tried. You guys just refuse to sell. Now they're going to let you make the money because, you know, a rising tide lifts all boats, and then they're going to come after your proceeds. There are many books that talk about the information age, the age of Aquarius, Homo Deus, etc., where the individual becomes sovereign and starts to separate himself or herself from the state. The state are not going to watch you do that. They're going to fight back with everything that they've got. And one of the things that they have, of course, is legislation. And when they enforce the legislation, they will like physically enforce the legislation. A lot of countries in Europe, for instance, already have the exit tax. So if you're trying to get out of Europe to a favorable place, perhaps in the Middle East or parts of South America or Africa, they take a massive chunk of whatever it is that you're trying to take with you. Now, of course, for the first time in the history of humanity, we can travel across borders with huge amounts of funds completely undetectable because we have private wallets that we can store crypto on and just memorize a key phrase. So you don't have to actually even carry a physical key. You don't have to have one installed on your phone. You can just have it in your head and you can just basically go anywhere you want. No one's the wiser. Of course, the way that they can fight that is make that whole concept illegal. So make, you know, having a seed phrase in your head tantamount to carrying kilograms of cocaine or something, for instance. And they can just make it illegal. All right, there's already some legislation that's gone through in Europe. I don't know if they've completely gone through the system, but they are in the system to make unregistered private wallets, you know, illegal in that, or at least to curtail their use, in that banks are not allowed to transact with them, etc. And we're going to see more of those kind of laws come in as you guys start to make a lot of gains in the coming couple of years. Now, Swell is on at the moment. I'm looking through the panel. I'm watching some of the events. In coming videos, I'm going to be talking about the stablecoin, what I think about Ripple's stablecoin and what chances it's got and what the implications are vis-a-vis XRP, Tether, etc. None of this stuff is financial advice, of course. I hope you got your money off of JumpX and Fairdesk. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.